Hi, everybody. I thought I would give you a quick overview of the Louisiana PTA website. We have a lot of information on here, and if you take a minute to go through it all and get a sort of the big bird's eye view, I think it'll really help you operate your PTA. So the website address is louisianapta.org, Louisiana spelled out. And on this main page, we'll update it with sort of the pertinent relative information will be on this main screen. So across the top, we have 6 of our main menu items. The first one is LAPTA, and the first under there is the blog. So on the blog, we have our leader notes. So whenever we send out an email to all of our leaders who are registered with us, we will also post it here on our blog. The direct website is /blog, so that you can see anything in the past, or if you're worried you missed something, or if you're new and you want to see what happened last year at this time, they're all posted on our blog. Next, we have information on the Louisiana PTA board, what we do as a board, pictures and little bios on each of us, and a toolkit that talks about the Louisiana PTA and National PTA, and then a copy of our bylaws for Louisiana PTA. We have a link to the calendar with a summary of dates. This is subject to change, but we have it listed out. We also have it as a calendar view. We have a link for our general membership meetings. So we have our next meeting coming up this coming Saturday. We have one annual meeting a year. We have different rules than the local PTA does as far as general membership meetings go. So we post our agenda and minutes on this page. We have a brief summary of the Louisiana PTA history. We are 103 years old this year. And so we go through the different history that we know and have some different articles and interesting information on that. Next, we have register with Louisiana PTA. We have this in 2 places, so this is the first. All local PTA leaders need to register with us so that we're able to contact you. And you would fill in that information there. And then finally, the last link on that first menu is Shop PTA. And if you come here, you can purchase personalized PTA gear and other things. All right, the second tab is Run Your PTA. So the first under here is affiliation. This is super important. These are the 9 things that need to be completed every year by each PTA to keep you in compliance with Louisiana PTA, the state of Louisiana, National PTA, and with the IRS. So clicking here would log you into npo.givebacks.com, and that is where the compliance forms are all uploaded. They're due each year by October 31st. It gives you information here on how to create that GiveBacks account. It gives you some suggested timelines on how to submit your information. Once it is submitted, you'll have a 501c3 validation letter issued to you, and we're going to link them here with all under your PTA if you need to find it. This is how, if somebody asks for you to prove that you are a valid 501c3 nonprofit, you would supply them with that letter. We have another link to the blog, which I already went through. And then we go to board members. So this is for anybody who's on your board as a committee chair who wants to know a little bit more about that position. The next link is bylaws. And on this page right now, we have linked the proposed bylaws amendments for the Louisiana PTA bylaws for our board. And then we have the link to download the bylaws template with instructions. It's all included in one document. So if you click that, you will get a fillable PDF that pops up. And you can type in the information and go through and work with that when you need to update your bylaws. Bylaws are updated once every 3 years. We have a blurb on here about the membership dues increase that went into effect this past July. And if you need to increase dues for your PTA, how to do that. the timeline for updating your bylaws, and then we're going to be linking the bylaws during the year so that you can always find them on there. We have a page for elections. So on here, it gives you the step-by-step process. And then we also have a toolkit that details all of this, section 8. We have a summary page for fundraising ideas. We are updating this, especially with the ideas that we're getting from training. So we'll be adding different ideas. If you have something that you would like to send to us, you can submit it here. Email it to president@louisianapta.org. We have a give back summary page. How to create the account. You can schedule one-on-one training with Carter Grimes, who's with Givebacks. I have that link coming soon. They have live workshops, support videos, sample websites. We have a summary page for meetings. We have the president's page, a summary of the roles and responsibilities, and then we have a bunch of links to help navigate to go through basically the whole website. Some operating guidance on extra or sort of specific situations that might come up. We sell honorary membership pins if this is something that you might want to do for your PTA board members. And then we have a link to the whole toolkit, including a Word document so that you can edit any of the forms, and then quick links to the sections. And then we also have the section for the president specifically as well. We have an overview for the vice president, which basically points back to the president's page because the PTAs all decide what their vice presidents will do separately. So you're not going to get a lot of guidance from Louisiana PTA on what they're supposed to do. Frequently they do membership, other than helping and also help the president. The treasurer's page has a bunch of information on it. It has a summary of how to get organized and getting started with all the things. Some quick access forms, such as the expense form, deposit form, the audit report, an inventory tracking form if you want to keep track of the things that the PTA owns and has in its possession, and the checklist at the beginning and end of the year. We have some treasurer training links, some help with the IRS federal tax filing, the direct link to file your Form 990N. This is for anyone whose PTA makes less than $50,000. We have some frequently asked questions and some free accounting software. And the treasurer's toolkit at the very bottom of that page. So on the secretary's page, we have a sample agenda. Again, sometimes the secretaries do create the agenda, a sample sign-in sheet, the confidentiality agreement that the whole board is supposed to sign, and the LUR lookup. If you don't know what your local unit registration number is, we have this page. It's /LUR is the direct website, and you can look for your PTA name and know that. We have some sample trainings for the secretary. This is a board meeting with its agenda and minutes, the communications and social media policy, and the secretary toolkit. We have a page for students. So this website, direct website is /students. It talks about Reflections Arts Program. If they're going to participate in that and they need any forms, you can send your students here. If the PTA is not offering Reflections, but you have a student who wants to participate, they can join Louisiana Lagniappe PTSA, which is a statewide unit, and participate in it there. Membership is only $5. We have all of the downloads for Reflections here, answers to some frequently asked questions, and then the link on how to submit a Reflections theme idea contest. That's opened each year. The deadline is November 16th. We have the toolkits page that lists every single toolkit. Starts off with the entire toolkit with all of the sections, and then it goes section by section for each one. Reflections has its own page specifically Also, this is for the local PTA leaders. The other one was for students. And this will share all of the information that you need to participate in reflections, starting with the required registration with Louisiana PTA so that we know your school, your PTA is hosting reflections. There's a training slideshow, all of the downloads again, and different forms that you might need, how to promote it with customizable templates. Again, the frequently asked questions, help on judging, having the local deadline is January 18th, and you would submit your entries to us through this portal. It's currently closed, but it will be opening in December probably. And then an overview of the reflection things. And then we have past winners and judges. We have the register with Louisiana PTA link again. And then the final page on here is the resources page. And on this page, we have links for different offers for nonprofits to help you get organized that are either discounted or free. And then we have a section templates that are on either Canva or it's a Word document download, something to that effect. So moving over to membership, we have the membership overview. And this has the summary of the Navigate membership links at the top, Grow membership, the monthly challenges, membership perks, how to submit dues, annual awards, Lagniappe PTSA, Join PTA, Start a PTA, and membership memes. You have the membership goals again, using givebacks to submit dues. The membership cards are now automatically emailed to every member through givebacks. And you can also customize and use these little extra digital badge if you'd like. Lots of membership resources and ideas on how to grow membership. If you want to increase the dues for your PTA. More ideas on how to grow membership, the membership pins, and the membership toolkit. So we have a direct link to the submit dues. It just goes over the process of how to do that on givebacks. We'll have a separate video for givebacks and all those things. All right, then we have challenges and awards. So we have 5 monthly challenges. These are all based on a percentage of reaching your goal. So if you don't need to strategize on when you submit dues anymore, like in previous years. And for all PTAs that qualify for the monthly challenge, they go into a drawing, and one PTA will get a $100 check from us. And then we'll also send some extra prizes for the actual board members. And then we have the annual membership awards as well. We have a Join PTA link, and this is where it lists and links directly to each PTA's membership link. So I have a lot that are incomplete or wrong. So if you come here and check your link, if it's wrong, you can email the correct link to president@louisianapta.org. The direct page website to here is /join. I have a page that talks about Lagniappe PTSA and explains all that it does. We have the LUR search underneath the membership. And then finally, we have a Start a PTA page that explains the process and how to get that going. Next, under our programs, so these are the things that PTA does to make a difference at its school. The first page is the advocacy page. And we are adding to this, but it's some guidance on advocacy. It's an article from when we were in Washington, D.C. at LegCon a year and a half ago, and the different work that we did, advocacy training, award, and toolkit. We have the awards under here. So this is where we share who won awards and then have links to awards that you can apply for. We have a contest page. So this talks, right now it has the winners from last year. Our 3 contests are the Red Ribbon Week poster contest. This is for schools for 6th grade and under, where they draw a picture to support the Red Ribbon Drug-Free Awareness campaign. We have the Reflections theme search, where they give ideas for the theme for each year's Reflections contest, and then the Reflections contest itself. We have a family engagement page, and this goes through National PTA's program on family engagement and all of the components to it and work that it does, with a ton of support videos explaining all of that. We have a grants page. These are for the 4 grants that Louisiana PTA offers. We have a Healthy Minds page. So this is another program initiative by National PTA to help kids with their mental health. And it goes into different ideas and suggestions on how you might be able to do that at your school. We have a programs page. So this is more specifically all the little extra things that a PTA can do to make a difference, such as our Friday pantry or a clothes closet or a donation closet of maybe deodorant, dental care, school supplies, all kinds of things. I'd love for you to share with me the things that you do at your school so I can post those ideas here for others to do them. And then we get into the different programs that National PTA offers. These are all downloads on their website for programs that are click and download, and they're all ready to go for a family night event. We have another link back to the Reflections page, which we already did, and then the special education. We have a special education on Louisiana PTA where we try and keep up with supporting those parents with sometimes the difficult and sort of lonely process if you have children with extra needs. And so we have some information on here and some other downloads. And I'm actually about to get another article that talks about what to do when your child goes off to college and you have a SPED kid. Under Learn, this is where we have our training that LAPTA does. So right now we have posted for our training in CADO that's coming up, and then we'll be posting in this area all the individual courses. They'll be coming soon. And then we have all of the National PTA downloads that were included in the convention this past summer. And then we have our past training courses, video, PDF, webinar, etc. We have a National PTA training link. So this is something that National PTA offers that is totally optional, where you can just find short videos, e-learning, webinars, and more to learn more and more about PTA. I have another link back to the resource pages that we already went over, and a link to the toolkits, which we went over. Finally, under partnerships, we have Friends of Louisiana PTA. So this is if somebody wants to sign up to become a sponsor for Louisiana PTA to support us financially. Mission partners are those who are usually nonprofits that share missions, similar missions that we do. And then the final link is if somebody wanted to sign up to become a vendor at our in-person training events. It brings you directly to that sign up and how to do that. So that is our website. And I hope that you can take some time. Let me know if you like it, or if there's something you're missing, or if you have anything to contribute to it. You can email it to president@louisianapta.org. Thank you.